Okay, so this is not the video that I intended to upload at this point at all, or this is definitely not really the way I wanted to start my 2017, but I'm going to have to anyway. This is my first upload of 2017 and fucking hell, I feel awful about it. There is a collection of child porn on YouTube, and that is not a discovery that I am going to stake my claim at. I'm not going to say that I found this. In fact, it's found by other people who then subsequently went on subreddits and told H3H3 and Pyro Cynical. Pyro Cynical has recently, and at the time of recording only about half an hour ago, uploaded a video about this exact topic and about the rise, or not even rise, just the existence of child exploiting softcore paedophilic porn, essentially, on YouTube. It's 2017, you think YouTube would have sorted this shit out, but no, this isn't even like it's new, fresh content. Some of it's fairly recent, apparently. I've not searched for it at all, for various reasons, mostly because I'm not a fucking sick paedophile pervert, but it exists, and, you know, some of it is several years old, some of it is apparently fairly recent. I don't know how recent, I don't want to find out. And I'd like to point out at this point that I am not, under any circumstance, making this video to sort of jump on a hype train, because if this is a hype train, then Jesus fucking Christ, that's disgusting. I think anyone who jumps on this because they think, oh, this is topical, people are well going to be searching for this if H3H3 and Pyro Cynical cover it, I'm going to fucking explode, then you are just, okay, you're not as bad as a paedophile, but seriously, you're still fucking pretty fucked up. Because no one should be jumping on this. No one at all should be promoting this or using this as a way of promoting themselves. Using child exploitation to exploit people curious about this child exploitation as a clickbait or a self-promotion is disgusting, and I don't believe that's why Pyro Cynical has done it, because I genuinely believe in the way he's presented that video, he has done it to raise awareness, especially since he's got such a young audience. I've got a fairly young audience, so I'm doing the same sort of thing, and there's a link in the description to that video. I'm not monetizing this video because I'm not a cunt. I just want to spread the word, and that's all I want to do. And in fact, I am going to direct all of you. I'm not really going to explain much more about the situation because I haven't fully researched it, because I don't want to be in any way sort of having searched that at any point. But I'll link to Pyro Cynical's video. He'll explain everything, I suppose. But the reason I'm making this video is not just to say, oh my god, this is a thing, pay attention. That is a good reason, though. The other reason I am doing this is because you can do something about this. You can do something to actually make this change. And there's a few reasons how you can do that, and a few ways you can do that. One is the introduction of YouTube Heroes a few months ago, which gives people over time the ability to flag videos the more engaged they are in the community. Now, this isn't me going to be using this as an opportunity to say, hey, comment on my videos, because I get a massive boost every time people comment on my videos, because that's how YouTube's algorithm works. Comment on any videos, comment on as many as you can, flag as many bad ones as you can, and then when you get to some sort of, I don't know how YouTube Heroes works, because I think it's a crock of bullshit, but this is the first time it's actually been fucking useful. Obviously not so useful that these videos have already been eradicated, but it's useful now, because if you can't prevent these things from happening, because you can't, they happened a couple of years ago, and a few months ago, whatever, then the best you can do is take them down. And that is what you should do. This should be everyone's mission, to go out there, get up to whatever level you need to, whatever rank or whatever the fuck it is, like a game, YouTube Heroes, and get flagging these videos and get them taken down. That is one way you can do this. But the second way, and I'm going to, by the time this video is uploaded, have started this, is a petition. Now, the reason a petition matters is there's a couple of videos that have been made about this topic, and what everyone said is, because some of these videos are monetized, which is a whole other kettle of fish in terms of being fucking disgusting, because some of these videos are monetized, people are thinking, oh, they must have given away their identities, they must have said who they are, they must have, you know, to get all of that monetization. Now, as far as I'm aware, and as far as I recall, but it has been a couple of years since I did this, I don't remember putting in many of my personal details, in all honesty, about anything to get monetized. And I'm a monetized channel because everyone can be now. So I'm not saying that that is or is not a good argument, because I can't honestly remember if or how much details I had to provide in order to get monetized. With that said, I have never throughout YouTube, because I'm still a pretty small channel, ever earned enough that I can cash out anything from YouTube. And that is bearing in mind that I've got videos which have a lot. I've had a lot of views on some of my videos. I've had, I think, collectively over 1 million views in total. Haven't ever earned anywhere near enough to be worth cashing out. So I've not had to put in details of that. But there is still a way that YouTube will have, regardless of whether this video is monetized or not, YouTube can identify who this person is reasonably well. Also, I'll apologise at this point if I'm talking really, really fast, but this seems to happen when I get passionately disgusted in something that I just talk really fucking fast. But yes, as many of you will know, YouTube was purchased and bought out by Google several years ago, so long ago that it feels like a lifetime ago. And when Google did that, Google obviously take ownership. YouTube is a Google platform. YouTube is a Google company, essentially. And what Google has is technology, which means that whatever you've done on the internet within the reaches of a Google system and mechanism, it knows you, it's got information on you, it's got somewhere in the world a file on you saved in a data center. What that is basically, if you have, you'll notice if you've got a Google account that, you know, your searches are saved, it's got a back history, it knows a lot of things that you've searched for, so you better not have been searching for child pictures. So, therefore, YouTube, which is a search engine, admittedly it wasn't one initially set up on Google algorithms or anything, it's not a search engine as you might typically perceive it. If Google owns it, chances are it's got some of the same technology. In any case, it's going to have some sort of track history of search, and therefore YouTube employees and Google employees have access to that and can find out. But more importantly, these videos, to be on YouTube, must have been uploaded. And when they're uploaded, you have an option of putting a location. And the first thing this location does is get your whereabouts. And it doesn't get it in the sort of, you're in England, you're in North Korea. You probably wouldn't be uploading if you're in North Korea, but you get the picture. It gets it from your sort of geolocation, your pinpoint. And in that, it also, though it obviously doesn't tell you this, it gets your IP address. It knows where you uploaded from. So, I know a lot of these are burner accounts. That is the problem with the YouTube Heroes blocking approach, in that these are burner accounts and it doesn't really matter. If it dies, if this channel dies, those videos go down, but whoever is running this ring, if they're still carrying on running this ring, they can just upload it some other way. But IP addresses, provided they haven't gone to a cafe or something, but even then that sort of ties it down to some sort of regional area, they can be found. Now, you know, this whole thing of like reverse IP lookup or whatever you want to call it, IP tracking, there is, you know, there's always going to be room for that to be incorrect or manipulated in some way. You can have like VPNs, but actually, even if you've got like a VPN extension on your Chrome and using incognito and everything, that doesn't always work. And in a lot of cases, the company or whoever owns the website could still see where you're actually accessing from. There is undoubtedly ways around it, but what YouTube can do and should do, and it needs to be forced to do, is to block these IPs as well as taking down the channels. Because then, even if someone has got this burner channel which gets taken down and all their videos go down, they can then, from that IP, not make another channel. And it would be a very annoying thing, yes, if they do go to cafes and then they just ruin it for everyone. But I think, you know, if provided YouTube gave like a sort of error page of this has been blacklisted because it is a, you know, child exploitation hotspot or something, I think that's pretty good reasoning. I think if you're a cafe and you're like, I can't fucking upload a YouTube video, and you see that message, you'll be like, you know what, actually it's not the worst thing in the world that I can't do that. I'm fine with that if it sort of hinders paedophiles in using very mainstream media to, you know, entertain their sick fantasies and be paedophiles. But given the fact that these videos have lasted so fucking insanely, crazily long, particularly in the face of what I'm going to use as a dig on YouTube, increasingly tightened regulation on what you can and can't upload to YouTube, they've taken down so many channels that are related to like cyberbullying or any sort of financial losses they could have through copyright. And they're always pushing the boundaries, or not boundaries, but pushing the message that that's not advertiser-friendly content. How dare you say that someone is a cunt? How dare you use the word fuck? How dare you? No one's going to want to advertise on that, but fucking child exploitation, softcore porn, fucking go for it. You know, advertisers are going to love child exploitation. They're going to love 11-year-olds twerking. But the bottom line there is that YouTube is clearly not as effective as it likes to portray itself as being in terms of getting this stuff down. So how do you get YouTube to make firm, active action on this? And the easy way is a petition. So I'm going to link a petition in the description, which if there's not one already, which there may or may not be, then I will make one. And we can make we can go some way to making a difference on this. You know, I'm not a channel of pyrocynical size. I'm not a channel of H3 size, but I am a person who can do something about this or start something which other people can help with. And you know, I don't want you to share this video to help me or anything. I want you to, if you want to share this video, that's fine, and get the awareness out and whatnot. But the most important thing you can do is act, if you've got a YouTube Heroes thing, on getting some of those channels down. But more importantly, sign that petition and share the petition at least, so that we can, with any luck, get enough sort of traction that YouTube employees or whatever will see it, or will be forced to see it, or will be picked up by somewhere, and we can act on this and something can happen, because this is a massive fucking issue. There is so much like sick paedophilia-esque things going around at the moment in the world that YouTube, of all places, you know, you hear things about like potentially paedophile YouTubers, like people who are in the Minecraft circuit. You know, I'm not going to comment on any of that shit, but it's slightly worse than a Minecraft YouTuber actually being a paedophile if the paedophilic material of other paedophiles in a ring of paedophiles is being uploaded to what is or should be a family-friendly platform where children are. And it's not like it's marketed in a way that is like totally for paedophiles. It's so fucking subtle and plain sight that if by some fluke, by some miraculously horrific fluke, a child did find this stuff, they wouldn't think, oh, that's a bit weird. That's a bit weird. It's a bit like a grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman has uploaded this shit. That's really fucking weird. They'll probably think, oh, that's really cool, I can do that too. I'm going to do that. And then it's just sort of not perpetuating it in a way that it's not the paedophiles anymore who are doing this. It will be the children themselves. I'm not saying that is a long shot. I know that is preposterous, but it's an eventuality, and you have to plan for eventualities. The bottom line is, now that this is actually just emerged, I don't know how long people have known about this without saying it, but now is a very, now that they've said it, a very good opportunity to get that shit down and take it out. No exceptions to the rule. We have to act now. I've got the petition in the description, or whether it's mine or someone else's, there is a petition there. This is a video to raise awareness and to just say, fucking sign the petition, do something on this shit, because this is disgusting. I've made jokes over the past couple of months that, like, you know, YouTube is dead and I want to leave YouTube because, you know, fucking it's turned into like Nazi Germany. But you know what? I'm pretty sure even the Nazis didn't allow paedophilia, probably. So, you know, it's actually somehow worse than being under the rule of Hitler at the moment, because if you're not allowed to do anything, but you are allowed to post really sexually suggestive, exploitative, manipulative videos of children, this is not a platform that anyone should want to be a part of, no matter how much fucking money you can get out of it, no matter how many people you can reach and befriend. You shouldn't want to be a part of something which supports this. And I think if YouTube doesn't act on this, especially if there is a petition which does get traction, if YouTube fails to act on this, then this should be the death, and should be being the key word, not I hope this kills YouTube. It will, and it should kill YouTube if they do not act on this, because they are essentially enabling paedophilia at this point. They're not actively doing it. I do not believe that anyone at Google or YouTube is actively doing this. I believe that it's probably an oversight, but we have to raise it to their attention, and they have to act on it now. Now that people know, now that it's widely out there outside of the paedophile rings, YouTube has got to do something about it. And that's what this video is all about. So I don't care if you like this video, I don't care if you dislike this video. Actually, I do care if you dislike this video, because if you dislike a video when I'm doing this, then that raises a lot of questions about you. But I don't care if you like it, I don't care if you comment on it, I don't care if you share it, but I do care that you share the message and that you sign the petition, do what you can to sort this shit out. Thanks for the video. I'm sorry that it's on such a disgusting topic and is a lot different to the usual videos I make, and I'm also sorry that it appears to have been running for 15 minutes because I just can't stop talking, and I'm genuinely quite sickened and upset while talking about this. So, yeah, Jesus Christ. Okay. Check out the things in the description. If you want a lot more information or some more information on the entire situation, Pyrocynical's video is linked in the description. That's my original source. I'm not going to claim anything for saying I found this originally. I'm not going to claim that I haven't pulled this from I don't know if he'd be third or fourth party. But whatever. Just petition, share, raise awareness, get everyone that you know to actively support the petition and force action from YouTube. Thanks and bye.